What is the capital city of Nairobi? Of Kenya? Then okay, can we move on to the next point? Because tunashinda tukirotate around the same point.
No. You, what you're missing is, I have no problem with you talking, but you don't force how the conversation goes.
No, you want to force how the conversation goes, then you want us to follow with your flow. And that by itself is an issue. Just answer the question then. If that is an issue, then you can as well log off. It really is as simple.
Wangari,
just answer the question.
Let me ask you a question.
Just answer the question. If not, we are going around in circles.
Wangari, what's your opinion?
Sameaneni, margin 100
What's your opinion on all of this?
No, I want to land. Na hiyo ndio kitu yenye people hataki.
Dizo kidogo tu. Dizo.
It's okay if I'm wasting your time, then well. Good and well.
Dizo, just shikilia tu kidogo.
Then you can say what you are saying.
Dizo shikilia kidogo. Hebu land your point.
The thing is, like, tuna rotate around the same Kerea, tunarudi around the same point.
Then let's rotate there.
If we say, for example,
there. If you have a problem with that, then wachana nayo.
How nachana aje nayo and I'm a panelist when?
Kwa nini lazima uongee?
Wewe lazima uongee. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So if we say like the capital city of Kenya is Nairobi. So will we start questioning who made this?
I am going to refuse this.
Who's gonna make? Like ukweli wa mambo ni kwamba it is Nairobi.
You see,
it is Nairobi.
One thing is what does Nairobi mean?
A fact is again tunashinda tukirudi kwa the same point. Fact ni kitu yenye iko.
Tumsikizeni. Angalia.
Wacha nikuulize swali.
Wajua si tuko hapa, sikizeni. 1 minute wase tuko hapa, we can talk over him. Tumsikize.
Kidogo tu. Yeah. Na tunaenda hapo. Kwa sababu you see one thing I'm listening to Wangari and I'm listening to Dizo. Watu wawili wote wako na two opposing auras. These guys are fighters. All of them. Remember? Nilox wanabonga.
No, Baiko, you're not getting it.
Kidogo tu Dizo.
I have no problem. Mimi ngoja Baiko, bado pia wewe uielewi. Even from the word go hadi nikianzisha. Mimi nimesema hii si inafaa kuwa conversation. Niingie kwa conversation, right? Anytime mtu anaongea si ni mtu anyamaze. Huyu mwingine aongee, iongelewe tusonge. Wacha ibaki hivyo.
Na ndio nasema aje Dizo, acha nimalize.
Ngoja, hakuna any opposing aura. I have no problem with her. And I am hoping she has no problem with me.
I have no problem with you.
But the show has to go based on the structure that we have on the show.
Yeah, and I'm saying Dizo.
Na hiyo ibaki hivyo, that has nothing to do with any aura.
Ndio nakupeleka hapo.
If she can't the show, then atoke hapo.
Just 1 minute.
Not a must lazima ongee.
Dizo, 1 minute.
For you, is it a must for you to speak? That's the question.
Wangari 1 minute.
Yeah.
Kidogo Dizo. Dizo and Wangari.
If it is a must for you to speak, why is it a problem for me to speak?
Dizo, hold on kidogo.
Because you are
Dizo. Hold on kidogo.
Dizo, tulia kidogo. You see, what I'm trying to say is, one, we are on embrace the darkness in the rabbit hole. You see, we come here with a lot of perceptions. We come with a lot of expectations. Lakini, they are not necessarily what they seem to be. Because the moment we start to talk about them, tuna realize we are in a very, very different place. Kwenye, bro, it doesn't matter whether you are a Luo, you are a Masai, you are a Kikuyu, you are a Mkamba, whatever you are here. Hapo ndo nilikuwa nakupeleka Dizo. Because
so structure, which bado hiyo ni hiyo structure.
Exactly.
What saves that? What saves that is let anyone, wacha mtu aongee. Mtu akiongea akimaliza, mtu mwingine aongee. Hiyo ndo kwani hatujakuwa tukifanya hivyo.
Lakini Dizo nani ndo alikuwa anaongea Wangari?
No, nikianza kuongea si yeye akakuja akaingia akasema she has a question. Like as in alimaliza ndo nikaingia. Hakuna mali niliingilia mimi akiongea.
But it was just a question between your submission.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, now na hiyo ndo nimesema Karembo. Hata wewe nimekuwa na issue na wewe. Mara mingi when we are having unanirudisha kwa swali yenye I can't even land.
This is a safe space.
Just I mean,
Dizo. Hold on. Dizo. Can we go back to the topic?
Facts and feelings.
Is this as any facts and feelings?
No, this is part of the topic, bro. What do you mean? We are emotional.
Yeah, why we having feelings? I know we want to get our facts out.
Karembo, what do you mean? Why are we having feelings?
No, I get it. We are actually doing this on our live. Like, we're actually doing how we are passionate with our feelings and with our facts that we're using our feelings to express
and it. Is very okay.
And it's okay. And this is fine.
Karembo, can you just sasa tena wewe ndio unarudia hiyo kitu?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mimi nataka tu kusema yangu, hakuna mahali mimi nataka kupingana na mtu. Like, as in, again, we are having a conversation where everyone has their own view.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, can everyone just say their part na mwingine aongee? Na ndio hiyo ndio ilikuwa hata ndio hiyo nimesahau.
Endelea tu bro, usijali.
Wacha nirudi hapo pa maji.
Sasa unaona ni unarudi
hapo. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Usirudi na mtu mwingine Dizo.
Okay, we land ya maji, then we go back to the topic.
So kuna like the Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola company hawatumii the same water to make that soda. Kama Coke ya Mero is not the same Coke ya Africa. In fact, hata hapa America, Coke ya North America is not the same. They don't use the same water as Coke ya South America. So there's where I was bringing the part of, when you say water boils at 100 and that is a fact, then that is from your environment of school of thought. There's someone else mali anatoka yenye maji yake, yeye ukimwambia about water, what they refer to water, what is a fact to them that is water, is salty water. Wewe ukiambiwa hiyo si maji, hiyo ni salty water. So kila mtu anakuja na fact yake based on their environment. Na hapo ndio mali the thin line comes in with a fact and an opinion. Ni the same thing venye unaweza sema this is a red color.
Unajua Dizo,
okay, can I
let me ask, unajua hivi ndio mtu anajuanga.
Wacha nimalize hapo.
Ngoja. Watu wa Coast ndio utajua wanatuuzia, mbona wanatuuzianga chumvi na sisi tunauzia maji.
Thank you.
Again, sijasema ni watu wa Coast wako hivyo, like
okay. Dizo, there's something pia nataka kuuliza. Okay.
There was a YouTube channel, now that mmenieka hapo, there was a YouTube channel I was watching about the Amazonian people.
Okay.
Them they take the sap water from plants.
Yes.
That is what they refer to as water.
Okay.
You understand? So ukiendea huyo mtu mwambie water boils at this, anakwambia that's not a fact. Water does this. Anyway, wacha niingie hapa kwa colors. Uko pale unaona hii kitu ni red na unasema hii ni red. This is red. Na
according to his opinion.
Red. But if you imagine, no, like as in it's red, umeiona ni red.
No, do you believe it is red?
Imagine like as in it's a red thing.
You
like,
see, no, that is the same question I want to pose to you, the same umesema story ya maji, because he's been learning for the last 30 minutes.
Hii kitu unaona ni red, hebu imagine una mtu color blind.
Sasa now that's different. You see what you're doing by the Dizo, you know what you're doing? You're changing caveats. Like, for example, when you started talking about the Coca, you've been landing, and I want to also make you see. Now this is more about feelings over facts.
Unajua unataka tu kuargue kureply chenye unataka kureply.
But what are we doing?
Unataka kuniletea textbook fact.
How is this textbook?
Now, okay, mali nakwambia a fact can be different.
Now unakumbuka by the your story you cannot come with an opinion or a feeling that is oxymoron from the fact. And the reason nasema hivi ni hivi. Let me ask you this, Dizo. If we say this is red, it's red according to who? I'm going to ask the same question when you uliza, like 100 degrees Celsius for boiling point for water. How do you know that is red? And then you want us to look at it from a caveat of somebody who's colorblind. So does it mean everybody's colorblind? Like, what is the percentage of people who are colorblind in that populace? You really have to look at it that way. But red is red. Be you be black, be you be what color, be you be uko North America, Alaska, in heaven. Wait, let me finish. In heaven, in hell, red ni red. That is a fact. But question venye Dizo ametoka kuuliza ya, according to who? That's an interesting question. Who sets the facts? That's why we should be asking the question. But sasa, let me say this. He tried to bring about story ya Coca-Cola. For a fact, we know whatever we call here Fanta Orange is not Fanta Orange in the UK. It's not Fanta Orange in the States. It's not Fanta Orange in the Philippines.
Can I say
let
this
me
before you continue?
Let me finish. I think I've been patient enough to let everybody speak for me to speak. Okay. So we cannot start bringing in other here, there. Yet, if you're going to talk about color, green is green. Primary colors zimekuwa zikisemekana ni the same. It's red, it's blue, and I think, which is the other color?
Green.
And green. No, say green.
Red,
yellow.
blue.
There are three. And then we have the neutral colors in our Samangwana. I think white, black, and gray. No, the white and the black. Those are the ones that's supposed to now create the gray. So, ndio nasema, it's constant. White is white. By the time unaanza ku bring variants, sijui that this is ivory, sijui this is of white, sijui this is milk, sijui this is whatever. White is white. Be in heaven, hell, or whatever. White is white. Black is black. No wonder that we are very racial. We know this one is brown, this one is black, this one is white, this one is red. We know all that. So according to who, that is the facts of actually making the borderlines of races. Secondly, now, just because we came up, like she came up and said about 100% degree, like degree amaji. What does that tell you? This is a fact that has been written, not by one, but several people that have tested the theory to a point where they know if it doesn't get you to 100 degrees Celsius for the boiling point, it means there's some degree of impurities into that water. Are you going to tell us vitu zili get ku angaliwa like centuries ago, still to date, that it's still like, even if you're a scientist and you know how to prepare it, that muna prove the same thing, are you going to say that that's not a fact?
Kuna kitu hamjaona nyote.
So ngoja, you're gonna interrupt. So ndio ninasema hivi. So it's good. Diesel has an opinion somewhere down the coast that for him he's asking according to who. I also going to ask him this. According to who, red is red.
Kidogo tu.
Sikizeni, kuna kitu hamwelewi kuhusu the conversation.
Karembo nimekubali hapo. So hiyo chenye umesema hiyo ndio discussion yenyewe mimi na bring. Like as in, you know what? If we go to ukuje uniambie this is a fact. Mimi nikuulize according to who. Tutaenda yani like, and that's why I pointed out we are in an awakened world. Yenyewe saizi mtu anaweza decide, you know what? Whatever you think that is right. To me that is not. Hata ukuje uniambie this is a fact. Mimi nitakwambia a fact to who?
Exactly.
Mimi nikwambia I can fly, will you believe it?
Can I answer the question?
Before you answer, this I have a question. You know, fine, there are some things we have to ask ourselves. Are we just opposing just for the sake of opposing, or a fact is a fact?
No, guys.
It's a rhetorical question for everybody.
What we are missing is a fact can transmorph depending on the angle you are.
Give us an example. Transmorphing of a fact.
Ngojeni jamaa. Sikizeni. We are stuck on the boiling point of water.
Give us an example, a different one.
I have water.
Where?
Here.
Okay.
Sawa. You haven't said what type of water it is.
No, it is water too.
No. We haven't said what type of water it is.
It is still water.
We have just said it's water. But water is not just water. There's water with more fluoride. There's water with more chlorine kama ile ya swimming
water pool. Water. So tunaongelea which water?
Water is not just water. That's what I've said. But we can see water as water. Now, you guys are talking about the quantifiable part of discussing about what type of water it is. Because we are saying the boiling pot of water near 100 degrees. But you are missing this fact. That 100 can change. Just because it's a transparent liquid does not mean its chemical composition is H2O.
But that's what we've been saying.
Haya. Na kwa sababu tunasema hivyo, Dizo anasema kuwa, na hapa ndo tunapoteana na mski. Hizi facts zikiwa on another spectrum ni opinion. Kwa sababu zitamejariwa with a scientific spectrum. Umenipata? Now, when you measure in a superstitious spectrum or any other spectrum that fails to be water, it becomes just any other liquid. Now, for you to know it's pure water, you have to put it through a stress and strain ya kuboil. sindio? So that's the parameter you are looking at the water. Kitu Dizo anasema hiyo fact yako leo ya hii parameter kwa kitu ingine inaweza kuwa ni fiction, kwa mahali kwingine inaweza kuwa ni opinion. Juu unaweza ambiwa ni aje imetransform from vile ulikuwa unaipima mahali uko, huku kwenye tuko tunaipimanga na kipimo kingi. Wewe unaangalia the temperature, huku tunaangalia the chemical composition kama iko na fluoride na ina haribu meno.
True.
So where we are stuck on is the boiling point of water, but what Dizo is trying to say is the conversation is bigger than that. That the conversation transmorphs depending on na kile kigezo unaekea hiyo maji.
Kidogo tu Pastor Rafi. 1 minute. Kidogo tu.
Thank you Rafi.
Kindly Dizo 1 minute bro. Unajua nasikia ni kama unaongelelea TV. Yes, because
okay.
TV has 3 colors. RGB, red, green and black.
And blue.
Blue. Oh, RGB. Yeah. But it's kuna 8K, 5K, 3D TVs, right? It seems like we are talking about the same thing, lakini tunai describe na different colors, right?
Yes. Yani hatutaki kumwelewa kwa sababu gani?
No,
we are just stuck on red will only be red, but remember red cannot just exist with red if there's no
again
blue.
According to you, but mimi niko na mtu wako white.
So mine can turn either from a fact to an opinion.
Can we start here?
Yes.
Okay.
Facts do not change regardless. Listen, unaweza ngoja I drive my point home.
Okay.
Facts do not change regardless of whether it's tomorrow, today or nini kesho kutwa. Let's go back to water.
Okay.
When first of all, it is a fact ni kitu yenye several people sat down, discovered, actively researched on it and came to the same conclusion time and time again. So turudi kwa maji. Point ya Dizo ilikuwa yeye ni mtu wa Coast, maji yako na chumvi. Mimi ni mtu wa Kajiado, maji yetu pia ni ya chumvi, lakini chumvi yetu si kama ya
Mume miss the convo. Ndugu zangu we'll be stuck on water. We'll be stuck on water and miss the principle.
Rafi,
sorry me interrupt. Pole, endelea.
Kidogo tu Dizo.
Okay. So tukienda kwa watu wengine watatoa sap kwa miti. When people say water is 100 degrees Celsius, we are talking at primarily hydrogen, 2 hydrogens and oxygen. Hatuanzi kuongelelea whether imetoka kwa...
Skiza. Facts are only facts if we accept as a collective.
Just 1 minute.
No.
1 minute.
Let's not.
What's our land?
Sawa. But kupinga naweza pinga. Sikia nikipinga.
Rafimas.
Nikimpinga simchuki kweli. Nikimpinga si ati na kuinterrupt.
Big up to the UDEM. Big up to the
endelea.
So when we say water,
can we just wait?
Sawa.
Haya, Dizo. Yeah. Go continue Wangari.
So when we say water is 100 degrees Celsius, we are primarily talking about pure hydrogen, 2 atoms of pure hydrogen and 1 pure atom of oxygen.
Yes.
Now, what in the world of science, there's something called errors and adjustments. Sasa hapo ndio hiyo point yenu ya maji inaingililia. If I go to Coast nichote maji ya Coast, haitakuwa the same as 2 pure atoms of hydrogen and 1 pure atom of oxygen. Why? Because we have other factors that are contributing to it not being 100. That does not take away from the fact that it is water. It is just water with something else. If we boil sap will have maybe nitrogen, some nitric acids, some carboxylic acids and what have you. That does still not take away from the fact that it is water.
There's water
now,
in there.
If I come and say maji ya chumvi, maji ya Coast iko na sukari, that is an opinion. But the fact is maji ya Coast iko na chumvi. It doesn't change from time and place. Hata ukichukua sahi, if we take 2 pure hydrogens and an oxygen, sahi to boil italeta 100. Uende France, italeta 100.
I disagree.
Facts do not change.
No, let me help you settle this once and for all. By the way, Dizo, wacha niwasaidie ndio tutoke kwa hii mambo ya maji. No, it's gonna be very simple. Goja, I want
hakuna issue nayo.
Sawa, wacha nisaidie ndio muweze sasa kuiangalia. Now in another fact that I'm gonna add on top mambo ya maji. Wait, Dizo. This is going to make you not understand. Okay, now, maji, how many forms can we find water? It can be either a liquid
gaseous,
or a solid.
Yeah.
In a solid, it's an ice, right?
Yeah.
At what degrees does it become an ice?
0 degrees.
0 degrees. Can it be 0 degrees when it has salt?
No.
Thank you. Then when it's boiling, at what point does it boil so that it now becomes vapor?
100 degrees.
100 degrees. So what will happen at that point kwa maji ya salt, iwanasema that's why I want to say where the fact is coming about. By the time it's at 100, it's evaporating. Meaning any impurities will remain where? Behind. So be it be salty, has a sap or whatever, only water alone at 100 degrees Celsius will evaporate.
Only those two hydrogens and oxygen.
So that's when nawaambia, now that is a fact, because water was one of the best things that iliweza kuonyesha that you can actually get to change its form from a solid to a liquid to vapor.
Guys.
And it's a fact. Be it be physics, be it be chemistry,
Guys.
be it be biology, it's a fact.
Guys, a fact is
And-
only
May I
a
have a
fact
question?
because ngoja baiko. A fact is only a fact because we have a consensus that it's a fact. Skizeni.
We actually did say
Skizeni.
that.
Yes.
Skizeni. A fact only becomes a fact if we have a consensus kuwa that's what it means. Unajua kwa nini? Skizeni. Kuna nchi ambazo what you think is factual to them is a mystic.
Example.
Umenipata? North Korea.
No, like give us an example. What
Skiza.
will change?
Sisi hatu believe in principle ya ku clean, ndio maana tunachafuanga soko zetu.
That is a belief, not a
Okay,
Not
we are
all
looking,
of us.
listen, okay, we are looking at what happens.
No.
Look, okay,
That's your opinion. It's not a fact.
That is a belief and an opinion.
Of
It is
you.
not a fact.
okay.
Because
so, like I say,
you cannot say because watu wanaacha uchafu, I will
so
standardize to
with
that.
your answer, a fact changes. Skiza.
From one person to the next.
Depending,
Becomes an opinion.
skizeni, depending on consensus.
No, that's an
If
opinion.
it changes, it
That's
becomes
an opinion.
That's why I'm saying.
An opinion is not a fact.
Okay, can we
Skizeni.
read from the dictionary?
Skizeni.
Because I feel at this point.
Skizeni.
This is the point.
Nieleweni, elewa kitu nasema. You can look at the semantics of it, but me I'm looking at the principle of it. We are stuck on the semantics, we lose the principle. Skizeni, a fact is only a fact if we agree it's a fact. That red is only red if we agree we'll call it red.
And that's what we say.
Ngojeni.
Universally agreed
Yeah.
upon.
Bas. So kile Dizo anasema na niyo hiyo hamjamwelewa. Hata skizeni.
Mimi niko na swali Irani.
ngojeni
wacha
basi.
ni-
Are you trying to say we are agreeing on your fact?
No, wacha niongee.
Skizeni,
Alileta
ndugu
point ya
zangu,
rangi.
ndugu zangu.
Naomba niongee. Alileta
zangu.
point ya rangi.
Wacha-
Naomba
wacha-
tafadhali
wacha
naomba
waongee.
niongee.
Kidogo tu.
Alileta point ya rangi.
Okay.
What will make you think this is red and that kwake hii ni yote?
If in my community skin,
si story na
ngoja
community.
basi nakuelezea.
Kidogo Rafi.
Si story na community.
Just one-
Red will become black if
One
we
minute, Rafi.
agree that it's black.
Rafi, 1 minute. Wacha-
That is, listen, hii red
Wacha
hapa,
ajiongee.
Okay.
what will change between me, you and you is eyesight.
Yeah.
We have different eyesight.
It's
If
the
all of us-
definition.
Aki, unaweza
It's
ngoja?
the same way but
Sisi
Dizo
wote-
alisema story ya mtu ako colorblind akikuja
Hey.
tunakompea naye.
Sisi wote tungekuwa
That
colorblind.
is a disadvantage.
We would have agreed. Why? Because all of us are subjected to the
So
same
it would have been a
subsets.
fact because we agreed.
Because all of us are subjected to the same subsets.
Okay. It's only a fact if we agree. Unaona, skiza.
If all of us
Skiza.
are subjected
Leo
to the
tuka
same
agree wewe ni smart. It doesn't matter whether you are not smart.
Not me.
Bro, Baiko. Leo tukasema you are the smartest nigga in the country.
Not me.
Yes.
Haijalishi whether you
I'm
have
just
thesis
saying.
paper. Skiza.
Mimi nasema.
Wewe huwezi jisemea.
Mimi najisemea we.
Haya, you are not the
Uliona ule
Haya,
jamaa
sikia.
alipigwa risasi juzi US.
Skizeni.
Wait, I don't want to be there.
Skizeni. What I'm saying is this.
Yes.
I'm bringing a different angle to the rabbit hole. Sawa. A fact is only a fact if we agree.
Me
Bro,
not agree
unaona hii
with
black. Unaona hii black. In other language it's called negra. Unaona? kweli? Kwani mbona hawaiti black? Juu wameagree, exactly, because they agreed that we will call it this way. And it's factual in their setting kuwa it's negra and not black as in English connotation of black.
So does it change the fact that it is black because
it changes the fact that it becomes whatever we agree it is.
No.
What color?
Kwetu ni kikombe, kwako ni kama.
Mimi niko na brownness but nikienda kwa US naitwa a black man kweli. But hii si brownie. Wewe unaona hii ni color gani?
So you are
coffee brown. Skiza. It becomes as long as we agree.
Are you saying you are
huyo msee anakuanga pink, mzungu akwangi pink? But si usema ni white man. Why? Because we agree the color that we'll refer to him as is white man. Whether he's pink, whether he's a shade of albino or whatever, we'll all encompass them and call him white man. Do you know why? We made it factual that he's a white man because we agreed. Not because he's white.
You're missing one point.
You know,
a fact can actually be proven.
Skiza,
you can take steps and
skizeni, I am going beyond. I am saying
you've proven that our skin is brown.
Skiza, a fact is what we agree it is.
That has
whether it's our opinion. Actually, nikwambie kitu ingine. Si unaona we all agree, we were taught that the earth is round and is spinning. And that's a fact to some people. Some of us are flat earthers. We believe that the earth is anchored, it is a plate.
Me, I'm wondering, mbona mna disagree na Wangari?
Mi si disagree na yeye. Skizeni.
You guys have something in common, but you need to find it.
Skia, hairstyle haimanishi tuna share brain.
Yes.
Na haimanishi tuna share opinion.
Apana.
Kitu hamjaona ni nini? It's only factual. Skiza, it's only factual if we agree. You know, when we say you are the strongest, haijalishi if you are the weakest, it becomes factual as long as there's an agreement.
Thank you for that point. There's an agreement because he can prove.
No.
That is what makes it a fact.
Proving, skizeni.
A fact is
proving ni kama Christianity. Can you prove Jesus alikuwa?
Yes.
Ngoja. Ngoja. Which Jesus? Now what if Jesus was a common?
I can prove it. Me, I can prove it.
Haya, tulia. Skizeni. Haya, tulia.
Thank you.
Haya, skizeni. Let me state it. Kuna time flani ushaniambia, has the devil ever killed anyone? You asked me that question and I went home. It confused my reality, bro.
And I'm saying, Rafi,
let me ask
prove
you
that Jesus existed.
Skiza, yes, but which one?
Ndio nasema aje.
Jesus ni moja.
Skizeni.
Skiza, ni vizuri unajua inaitwa quantum physics and time variations.
Yes, of course.
You're speaking to Jesus
himself. Reincarnate. Now listen, if we agree, like unajua mbona cults wanasema they have their own Jesus. They have agreed that it's factual, huyo leader wao ni Jesus. He becomes Jesus in their eyes. Listen,
acha nikuulize,
as long as
uliza Wangari Jesus ni nani?
Skiza bro. As long as unaona mbona kuna Wakorino na Waislamu ni watu kadhaa wameagree kuwa Muhammad is the most central the most central figure in their religion.
We are talking about Jesus.
Katika Christianity ni a sect of people have decided that Jesus has divinity.
We are talking about Jesus.
And in the Buddha religion they have decided that Buddha has divinity. So it becomes fact.
Rafi, ndio nasema aje, we are talking about Jesus. Yes? Uliza Wangari, how does she know Jesus?
How do you know Jesus? Kuna cheat code ya Wangari na Kimani labda mnajua, niambie.
Acha tupeleke hapo.
How do you know Jesus? No, usiniambie ulienda
by word of mouth. For me, the fact that it's word of mouth, it doesn't mean that it's factual. Because we can't prove.
Okay, listen.
The burden of proof is what makes a fact a fact.
It's not.
Hiyo ndo kitu Rafi unaignore. Burden of proof.
Sikia, unaona nini?
Burden of proof.
Unaona nini? Kitu nasema ni nini? Sikizeni. Unaona wewe. Wangari. Unaona wewe Wangari. Cheki. Tukakwambia heaven iko na haiko. Haijalishi sisi tunakwambia nini, as long as it's not in consensus with you. Umenipata? It will not be factual.
Bado wewe sasa ndio utupati. It will not become factual because you cannot prove whether heaven exists or not, but we can prove facts.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndo point yenye hauget. Facts are proven.
No.
They are proven.
Once
you start going from person to person, it becomes an opinion.
Skizeni.
It ceases to be a fact.
Facts are proven depending on which parameter.
Not depending, they are proven.
Skiza.
Hakuna parameters, it's proven.
Skiza. Facts don't stay in the air. They have to be anchored on the ground on principle. So skia, tukisema hii ni factual kuwa the sun rises in the morning ni kwa sababu tumeamka tuka observe the sun rises in the morning.
Exactly, umeprove.
Haya, skia. Na mtu ambaye skia. Haya ngoja. Na mtu ambaye ako Antarctica mwenye ambapo ako area yenye sun iko na like 6 months of darkness, utamwambia nini?
And that is
what are his facts?
Haya. Ndio maana wanaekanga a beam yenye itamulika so that they can have a glimpse of the sun. Because at the end of the day,
so Antarctica yote utamulika na glim.
Listen.
Okay, let me define for you what facts.
Before we get there.
So,
the reality of the ground is that whether ako Antarctica manini, the sun will always orbit around the earth.
Before Rafi you go, this is what I want to tell you about definition about a fact. A thing that is known or proven to be true. So the moment you know something tunasema is a fact, it has been proven to be true.
Burden of proof.
So when now what you're saying, Rafi, is an opinion. So are you going to say that fact is also something depending on other people?
The burden of proof in a fact is on certain parameters.
Like, give us an example. Give us one we work with.
Empirical parameters is numbers. When you want to prove a fact with numbers, use empirical parameters.
So in short, you want
linguistical parameters. Bana mimi bwana nimesoma bwana wewe.
Hakuna mtu amekataa.
Acha ngakojoe nije niwaambie zote empirical, statistical,
you guys.
So in short, it's going to be a scientist once and for all.
Me, I have one question. Oh shit, and this is I lost the mic. Me, I'm wondering what are facts here and what are we feeling?
No, let's go back to the water thing, Baiko. Hata tunachukue maji ya coast. Ama tuchukue maji kwa Antarctica. Come bring them, let's say wherever. Hata kama tutaboilia coast ama tutaboilia Antarctica. What you find is this. At the boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius, water will evaporate. That is a fact. Water, now, when he was saying that it can change, it is true. Water changes from the form of a liquid to gaseous form. I mean, we say solid, ni kama nikuulize, matter exists in what form? For scientists, okay, anybody knows that matter will exist in the form of, ni sawa, it's fine. Even in farming, like you are solid, okay? Yeah, your blood is liquid. Anyway, let's. I think we'll have to take a break for now.
Oh shit!
Because we seem not to be going anywhere with this conversation.
Issues.
Yeah.
Embrace your darkness in the rabbit hole. Embrace your darkness in the rabbit hole, hosted by Soft Life Dizo, The God, Askofu Papa Baiko, and Mama Kanisa Kamom Karembo. Produced and directed by Putuwine and Phantom Noir.
Mimi sijui hawa watu.
Hata mimi sijui Papa Baiko ni nani.
I'm going to say that. No, mimi nilikuwa tunasema.
Wewe tunakusikia.
Jana mnaona fupi round.
Kidogo tu mimi nasema.
Masungura.
Sijasema anything lakini nishaanza kuatakiwa. Hii ndio inaitwa racism. Yes, this
attackism.
Hiyo ni animalism.
Me, I don't even know, but you are conspiring against my rest.
Animalism.
They're moving in a manner likely to suggest.
Thank you.
Guys, I learned something. Inaitwa
Tangarezi in a hunt on rabbits.
Inakubamba.
Yeah, but then you guys are homosocial in this group.
Me, I don't even know.
We used to be Homo erectus at one point.
Homo sapiens sapiens.
Sasa hivi ni Homo sapiens sapiens.
Erectus bado imebaki.
Homo sapiens sapiens.
Brain does not supersede the.
Hapana, unajua Homo erectus brain ni yake ilikuwa size ilikuwa ndogo. That's what you want to identify with.
Size does not matter. Pleasure ndio optimum.
Pleasure is in where?
Kitumboro inashindwa weka ulimi.
But a pleasure with a small brain.
Kitumboro inashindwa weka ulimi.
Mimi sijui. I don't even know what you are saying, bro. I'm just here in the show as a guest. I told you guys I come here as a guest and you guys refuse.
Do you?
Mnaanza kunipea responsibilities. You don't want them. But anyway,
Kukumbuka anasa.
kidogo tu.
Papa Baiko, you know what?
No, I'm not.
Right now,
Wait,
I'm very
don't start
shocked.
calling me daddy right now.
No, mimi call you daddy nimekuta Papa Baiko.
Kwani what is Papa?
No, intro venye imefanywa.
Daddy, mwambie kuite daddy.
I have not even done it.
Baiko. No, let me help you. Baiko. Venye umekaa kwa kiti peke yako.
Yes.
Shows how fat you are.
But
Kaizo,
it's my
can't
fault.
save the fat boy child.
Mnaanza kufat shame hapa.
Hey,
You guys, you're not
imagine.
comfortable with yourselves. Nani aliwaambia muitishe tu sita? Shida yenu. Bana.
Kabisa, daddy long strokes.
Baiko cannot relate
But-
with daddy long strokes.
But
Don't
Watu
judge a
wanaona
book
mpira
by no cover.
yes, me I don't judge Rafi. I don't judge. Na nakuangalia kwa macho.
Wewe tamoshene, hebu ingia kwa hiyo conversation.
Nikisema I don't judge.
Wanakuunderestimate lakini najua
By the
bike.
way,
Hapana,
even the
mimi
was put
nasema-
on white.
I don't
Total.
judge na nakuangalia kwa macho.
I'm innocent. I'm just hey.
What?
Umeingia
Watu
rabbit
wazima
hole.
wanaongea.
Watu
Wazima wana oh my good lord.
Watu wazima wanaongea. Unatuzeesha. Gen Z kama mimi.
No,
Gen Z
listen.
kama
Tumeagree middle age ni 40. Hapo sasa
Na nani?
tunaweza anza kusema
Nani amefika hapa 40? Hapa mimi.
Karibu amebakisha mbili.
Mimi
ndio
niko
maana
40.
ndio maana nasema
Ehe.
tuliagree sasa hapo ndio maisha inaanza.
So unataka kuniambia maisha yangu imeanza na 40?
Wewe sasa wewe umeanza. Mimi bado mimi bado
vidonge vyao.
You know, Mama Kanisa. Dizo, I mean sorry, Rafi and
Mbona unaita Rafi
Wangari.
Dizo na Dizo ananga nywele na kona kipara?
We, si anaita
That's why I've
sweetheart.
corrected.
No, huyo kona nywele mingi sana. Una imagine ndevu za Rafi akape Dizo,
Hey, madam, sasa wewe ndo unanicorrect.
anaweza kuwa
And
homo
I'm saying-
sapien sapien.
Relax, madam.
Just saying.
I'm just saying you.
Nimeacha.
Ile mawe
Relax,
kwa
madam.
hisho.
Subiri, nani Rafi. Wangari, I'm sorry, we don't normally do this.
We are
Guy, leo unataka kujifanya saint?
well
So you guys see
We,
what's
Masungura, unajua tuko na recorded. By the guys, mkienda pale YouTube, we have shows. By this zimerun all the way from October
Yes,
last
sir.
year till to date. There's a lot. So as much as today, Papa Baiko, ama Masungura, ama Baiko himself, the Kanono wants to pretend to be very saint. We get it. You've got your eyes on Kare. She's in white and you're in black. Your mashup it make grey, and that is a fact.
That's you. You see.
Ngoja. But when you mix black and white, you make grey. It's a fact.
Ndio nasemaje Karembo. You see, again,
Ona venye uko speechless.
I'm actually speaking. Guys,
Divert.
Wape
Vidonge vyao.
Unajua mnaongea
Wakitema
You know,
ni
it's-
shauri yao.
kidogo tu. Watu wa bara tafadhali. Kuna mwingine ni wa
Tuko
Mlima anajua anafanya nini.
Coast.
Anafanya nini bara?
Dizo ako pwani.
Yes. Na
Na
ninataka tuende
hajatuletea
hapo.
hadi achari.
Chini ya mnazi.
Subiri. Unaona kwa nini?
Hadi umesema subiri.
Yes. Lazima niwafikishe coast manze. Unajua
Alafu
you guys
aseme
are like
akusoma Kiswahili.
you
But
guys-
ulifanya set book.
Yeah?
Set book ni ulifanya
Mwisho
set
wa
book.
kosa.
Did you make
Sikukosea.
god damn. Okay, which set books did you
Utengano.
do when you were in high
I don't
school?
even know. Mimi nilifika form 3. Past
Man,
that,
I understand. By
Ukakuta
the-
ukidinyakuka.
But let me tell you this.
No, don't tell us.
No, this is a
Kidogo tu,
fact.
si
When
usubiri.
your fat
It's
cells
not a fact.
exceed,
You cannot
Your
say
brain
what I'm
cells
thinking
shrink.
as a fact.
So is that an opinion or a fact?
You cannot say what I'm thinking as a fact. Man, hapo ndio nataka tuende man. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
sawa.
I'm the only one who's thinking that shit.
okay, so I'm sorry.
Yes. I
Nimenyamaza.
cannot be speaking that you're
Tumeweka
bi.
Dizo on the
And then you say
phone,
it's a
yani
fact.
anasikia
No,
tu.
you're the one who makes it a fact. But I asked myself, were you there when I was by?
ulikuwepo.
Homosocial.
Ukilamba kuma.
By the
Sema
swali yangu
ukweli.
ni lakini unajua pia pale hivyo Baiko na Dizo
Tumeingia sana.
walamba
Acha turudi.
nani ako na hiyo wimbo ya okay,
Wow.
let's go back.
You have.
Anyway, so we're back to the show. Okay, yes, Baiko.
Karembo, you say one thing I'm trying to tell you. You guys are trying to justify what I'm saying.
Justify where?
But
That you're fat, round and kanono. No, kanono bisexual mekuja wapi na kunona?
Imagine this
Masungura.
it's as simple as this.
Unaliwa ama
Akia mama, it's very simple, Rafi. Hata sijumba na tunaenda huko kwa kukuliwa. Mimi ndio nashangaa tumefika juu. This is like
Sino umetuletea.
Wewe ndio umesema uko bisexual ama nani?
No, umesema bisexual, you're bisexual. Unapenda as. Si umetoka ulianza show.
Bwana mnaniarasi. Mbona mnaniarasi?
Rafi, mbona unacheka? Rafi, hebu tuimbe wimbo. Wape.
No, but let me correct something that was said. Aki, if I'm sorry for kind of being a buzzkill. But
yes.
Kama ulilala na mwalimu wako when you were in high school, Aki,
that
was statutory rape.
No.
That was actually statutory rape.
It's only
rape. Mwalimu wa Sunday school.
I agree.
So are you saying no. Guys, kuna kitu Baiko amesema. Yes. I was a teacher wa Sunday school. Are you trying to say that I sleep with my children?
No.
By the way, ngoja, wacha ni correct. Yes, I'm a Catholic.
It's
Catholic. Ngoja. Ngoja.
You're not proving your case.
The ages that I deal wait. The ages that I deal with ni 3 all the way to the age of 8. Because after 8, ngoja sasa nimalize. Niko 40. We actually established that today. I'm the oldest here, by the way.
And yes. I'm older.
Looking young as well.
But they try it backwards. If you met my mom today, I don't always believe she's like 66. Oh, mama hata na wrinkles.
Black don't crack, honey. No. Black don't crack.
I have all the sisters who are in their 40s. Hata hawana hata crack moja. And then I realized something. Like genetics. Chagueni vizuri. Lakini yellow crack. Back to the story about molestation. Light skin kama ule mfadha na ka 50 lakini msio kwa hata 25.
Baiko is 22.
Yes, he's 22. So back to the story that I was trying to say. The kids that I deal with are between the ages of 3 and 8 because after 8 years they start. Can I finish?
In the Catholic.
So from the age of 8, according to the Catholic, they go for the classes we call catechism classes. Yes, because after baptism you're expected to go do what we call the Holy Communion.
Experience.
Yes, for Eucharist and also for what we call the confirmation. We have 7 sacraments in the yes. For 7 sacraments in Catholic. So by the time you're past 8, ushatoka. So the one thing that I'm very the one thing that I'm very proud of with my kids is one. But I know I don't have the best voice. I don't have the best voice in the world, but me try my best kuwafundisha songs. Ukiniona pale hivi nikiwaambia ati naambia boys, can you say Bwana utuhurumie? I only have niko na watoto wengi. Let me tell you, I currently have 6 kids. Niko na watoto 6.
Ni nyonyizi.
You took it literally.
No, I have 6 children. By the way, one of my children met 3 months today. I'm very proud.
Makofi.
Thank you guys.
Makofi sana.
Yes. My youngest is 3 months old. Yeah.
Kama nilikuwa nashangaaga. Unanisikia?
Tunakusikia Saidi hizo.
I don't know whether you can hear me.
Ngoja mwache aende nalo.
Oh, ni Dizo ndo anasema nataka kurudisha hapa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dizo.
Nikiendelea hapo Mali Karembo alikuwa anaenda. Unajua kitambo?
Kitambo.
Mnanisikia?
Tunakusikia live and clear, bro. Dizo.
Kitambo nilikuwa naangalia mademo kwa na matiti kubwa alafu unapata mtu mmoja.
Putin hapa pekee ndio ako na matiti kubwa.
Makombora leo.
Inaonekana niko na lag fulani.
Lakini tunakusikia, ongea bro.
Wacha niiseme mtaipata tu.
Sawa.
Kitambo nilikuwa nadhani gidema kuna matiti kubwa alafu unapata mtoto mmoja bana, that was so unfair bana. Mtu yeye atagrow na obesity. Joke Karembo anasema watoto 6 niko like, but you know your body is built for that shit.
Wewe huendi mbinguni. You huendi
Your
mbinguni.
body is built for that shit, man.
Heaven is not for you.
Karembo, she's Karembo needs 6 children. Anyway, Karembo go on.
Tuliza nani ameenda kidogo
kwenye room no nampiga makombora huendi
Yes.
mbinguni.
Sipo wenye unafanya dizo because you see you are a narcissist.
We're just throwing around technical terms.
Ebu tupeleke hapo
Where has
ngari.
narcissism
Hebu give us an untechnical term.
come from in that place?
No, all terms are technical, but hey, narcissism.
Me am a nihilist.
Me am,
Damn.
you see today I am seated with scholars. Me am learning words today. Yes, take us to that narcissist.
You are the worst of us because he's a light skin James Bond.
Anyways, umerusha bonge la neno hapo bam down. Hey. But which brings me to this question. This negative emotions tunakuanga nazo, you know, jealousy, envy, etc. But si jealousy and envy ni the same thing.
Hapana.
Wallahi billahi.
You jealous me. That's actually
wewe wacha mambo yako.
Envy is like an opinion.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. These negative opinions that we as human beings shy away from. Again, the topic today was facts versus feelings. So let's now look at feelings. I mean, we spent a very big chunk of the first episode talking about facts, etc. So let's talk about feelings.
Or maybe
No, we're good. No, we're good. So, no, but there's one thing, Usema. Okay, before we get to... Let's talk about spectrum of feelings, right?
Yeah.
To go qua spectrum of feelings.
Yeah.
So there's this guy who died this week. His name is called Charlie Kirk. Okay, I know. Guys, wait. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do this exercise. Kare, 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathe in. Kaya dumetoa earrings.
avute hewa.
Okay, let's breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So, have you ever come across? Okay.
Yes.
Sawa. The first time I met this guy, or the first
Charlie.
time I interacted with his post,
Charlie Clark.
You met
Charlie
Charlie?
Clark.
The late.
No, the
Not
first
Clark.
You met him?
Jesus, Michael.
No, I'm just asking. Kwani siwezi kuwa na enthusiasm kwa
first
swali
time
yangu?
she met his content.
Oh shit. Oh.
You know the problem with
Sorry.
farmers? I
Sorry,
know
sorry.
mnakuanga mkwambio mnataka
I'm saying
kukamua.
sorry. Sasa mbona kuna
Sawa,
crucify?
you know, guys, hata mimi nimeikamua. And the problem is,
I'm saying,
if the
don't
cow is
crucify
too
me.
ready for it,
Even Jesus was a
usipo,
farmer.
itakata maziwa. So that is what Baiko is doing.
He's
He's jumping the gun because anataka kushika the
Kuna
first.
vile Wangari anashangaa mnasema nini?
No, Wangari, don't worry.
Yeye pia ako na ng'ombe
Wangari,
kwao.
hii side ya millennials tuko fore, mambo ni mengi. Sisi tulilea.
Kwa Rafi.
Okay.
Mimi niko 22 years.
You
Ni
get, but
so-
hey, mukiniona nikiamka mnauliza kai hizo mahende mnasikia ka unajua by then
Guy.
kuba. Anyway, so
Yes.
for example, this Charlie Kirk thing, I interacted with his content when he was really going hard for Trump, making America great again. But I wasn't really so much. Okay, I used to listen to him specifically. I'm like, oh, it's interesting the way Aneda could demystify what somebody knew. Alafu he puts that thought of go fact check what you're saying.
Research.
It wasn't about that you have to believe what he says, but it was about, so this is my opinion.
We have a question.
Yes,
What
he
was he
used to-
saying?
Baiko, don't kill me. Wacha nimalize.
Wacha ende nalo.
So when I finish, because you don't even
I'm
know
sorry.
who he is,
I'm sorry.
Because right now, these are
I'm
the
sorry.
guys who.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Okay, sawa.
Yes. God
So
bless
are you trying to get a fact? I'm a feeling from
Charlie
me.
Kirk, what he was representing.
Okay, can I
continue
finish?
from there.
And then you can engage after we are done.
I
Because
am-
this panel, everybody
Shh.
has interacted with
Madam,
this content.
Calm down.
I'm already calm. Does this
I'm
look
saying,
not calm?
I am sorry. I jumped into the gun
Okay.
before it was loaded.
Okay.
Yes.
Apology accepted.
And me, I'm wet sand. Sorry.
Whatever that means.
They will
Okay.
know.
Anyway.
Who should know?
Baiko, let her speak.
Thank you.
Hey,
But
Dizzo.
keep your feelings to yourself, Shikilia. So now, after he has died, a lot of his content has really erupted on their socials. And I realized that sometimes he would make a very obnoxious kind of statement. And I was like, before I judge it into my own feelings, that is his opinion.
Amen.
I'm not supposed to, I'm like, that's his opinion. Be it be racist, be it be sexist, be it be whatever it is, be it be too religious from other people. But one thing I'll give it to him, when it came to quoting the scripture, you could not be that guy. Hata ukira kureference unakuta, sure, this guy knows his facts. So that is one thing nilikuwa nasema, man, umse ikika mambo ya Bible.
Yesu.
And then again, he used to know how to compartmentalize everything, like religion, politics,
Extremism.
like kila kitu.
Racism.
And I don't even know somebody needs to teach me about left, right, center, everything about America or fascism or whatever. Mi sijuangi. Mi niko inje sana. But unfortunately, there's one thing I'll say this. I am not, Mimi, my opinion, Mimi. I am not, I do not.
I'm sorry.
Devil worshiper wasiongea.
I'm saying I'm sorry. Kwani forgiveness in religion
are
is
you
not
doing
real?
this literal? Like, do you want to just
it's just
get an emotion? No, that's what I do. You want an emotion from me? Baiko, sema umenimiss. Sema umenimiss.
No,
I will be
Karembo.
homosexual erectus with you.
Karembo, to
Yes.
be honest, Baiko anatafuta attention yake.
I know. I will get my strap on for him. Baiko, I'll get a strap on for you.
I mean, I'm not
Are you
feminist.
ready? Don't try me. Sunanitanga boys.
Me, I love women.
Sunanitanga man.
I love women.
You're sure?
Absolutely.
The way you're interrupting me.
Bro, me, I'm telling you, I love
You're
women.
sure?
So when I see men interrupting women, I'm like,
I don't think today you want my you don't. Mimi wacha nikwambia kwa hii show sijaionyesha female energy yangu. Mnanitanga boys.
ndio maana
Ama
nimesema aje, when I see men interrupting women, I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm stopping that
Sasa
shit.
wenye unaniinterrupt.
Amesema
Are you a man?
kupinya.
Susha unanitanga man.
Are you a
Unanitanga
man?
bro.
So you are confirming today you are a man.
Si umetoka kusema you're bisexual.
You are confirming
We are all
today
sexual.
you are a man.
Yeah.
Acha nikwambie, I do not have I don't have a pointer that shows my masculinity or femininity.
Yes.
I can switch.
Bruh. Haina.
That is more dangerous
You're a hyena.
than saying that I'm female.
Hyena
I'm
can
a
switch
feminine
between
woman.
sexes.
Ati what?
A hyena can switch between sexes.
So you think I'm a hyena? Me ni
Kwa hivyo
fisi.
hyena
I
is
don't
a
say,
woman.
Ogopa.
I'm saying hyena can switch between
So,
sexes.
now, if
you are
you're
thinking
okay,
yourself
I'm a
like a
hyena.
hyena, it's okay.
Do you want to be a hyena like me?
Me, I am not a hyena.
You're attracted to my hyena shit.
Nope, me, I'm just in the jungle witnessing whatever is
Wait,
happening
ebu calm
here.
down, kunywa maji na utulie. Now back to what I was saying.
Mi nakunywa hata nini juice.
Back to what I was saying. So I was saying this. So for CAC, the one thing I don't, by the way, one thing for the longest, I've always been very scared of, even to date Musema, if I do go to America, Mungu Baba Saidia, Mimi gun violence, by the way, scares the shit out of me. Yes. The reason is, growing up, I found out that, okay, yeah, somebody in my family, very close, used to own a gun. What is sasa nyi muna own sahi? Somebody used to own it back in the day. So that shit really fucked the shit out of me, and was like,
Uliiguza ukashikia ma.
hata niliona. So ndio nikasema, if these people used to have guns back then, sasa imagine that now people have, imagine place Casteto, you can just walk into a shop, into Walmart, and just buy a gun. As so long as you're 18, you check which boxes, and that's it. Imagine the way this is a guy who used to go in a public forum kwa universities.
Aki advocate for guns.
Whatever it is.
Mbona hakuwa na gani yake?
Ngoja. Ndio nasema, imagine him used to want to have open conversations. But he even gave unfortunately, I listened to one of the content and I saw something. I think out of something he said, somebody got the idea from there, and that's how he got shot.
How?
Alisema public execution. Nani ameona hiyo nini? Real. Let them be done a public execution, and quick, televised, and be made. Now that only alone, already ilifika hivi nikani realize, like, imagine like now, for example, I'm talking on a public platform. and then I say something that somebody decides to make it actual. My question sasa nakaa hivi nasema, at that point somebody acted on a feeling, somebody acted on that opinion, and then ninajuka hivi najiuliza, first of all, mimi Kak's message, there are things I used to agree with him, there are things I used to be off, but one thing I recommend him for was the way he used to know how to do his fact checking. Secondly, it's unfortunate somebody had to kill him through gun, the same gun law guy the way. I'm against guns, and I'm at a very young family.
Good.
Yeah. So that is my opinion about
Kak
it.
should have had a gun with him.
I have something to say. And I don't know whether you will allow me to say, because I've realized you guys are racist.
Baiko, can you hear me?
Can you hear Diesel?
Baiko.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
We can hear you.
As we can hear him, you can hear Diesel. Diesel is speaking. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, mi niko na maoni on that one.
Okay.
When we are talking about gun violence, I don't think we people who are living in Kenya, if you're living in a country that doesn't need that law of guns, I don't think we understand what it means to have a gun as secure. Is okay. Unajua, like for us, sisi bado tuna believe whenever something goes offside for you, then you contact the police or you contact the necessary
authorities,
security. That is what we believe, the necessary authority. That is what bado tuko hapo, meaning for us hatuko mahali yenye ati unahitaji gun. So again, ukienda kwa mtu mwenye anatoka Chicago, let me just go to Chicago, like a place whereby it is guaranteed that place is just full of violence. Ukienda place ka huko, so again, ukipata mtu mwenye anatoka Kenya na mtu mwenye anatoka Chicago, wanaanza kuargue about gun violence. Those are two different contexts. It doesn't mean the person from Kenya is wrong. Neither does it mean the person from Chicago is wrong. Kuna context. Haya. Yesterday, me I heard about story ya Kak jana. And I went through it. Jamaa alikuwa anaongea logics upon logics. Wacha niziite facts. Yeye anakuambia, did this happen or not?
Umechemsha watu hapa.
Did this happen or not? Aya, paka kuna nyingine akasema blacks were less what?
Intellectual.
Blacks were less
and probably slavery should be continued.
No. They were less stories of crime. Ilikuwa ni crime.
Yes, it was less during slavery.
There was less crime in the black community during slavery.
Yes.
Than when they are free. So when we are talking about security, then logically it makes sense that blacks need to be under slavery. Because we are basing it on facts.
I agree.
Facts.
During slavery, you people were not this criminal.
Big time.
But right now tukiangalia data, you people have been criminals. Hadi majela zimejaa na nini, zimejaa na blacks. Aya. So, here is where I'm coming from. Wewe umeenda kuongea uko na fact, but you're not using emotions to relay your message.
Okay.
Bro, if you go with logics to people, you will come out as a dictator. No one wants to listen to our facts.
What do you want people to listen to?
We would have been following facts. You can go and tell someone, hey, you know what? Smoking kills. And even write it on the cigarette packet. But that same person is still going to buy it. Yani, atatoa pesa yake, bado anunue hiyo smoking kills. You can tell someone alcohol has these issues na nini. Someone is still going to do that. The best example I can use, you can tell people there's AIDS.
Na watatombana roho.
Watu wangapi wanadinyana roho?
Kama wewe.
99%.
Kama wewe.
Nyama kwa nyama.
Wewe Rafio na unajina roho.
Mimi napenda roho. Mimi napenda roho.
Si nimekwambia kama yeye. Tunajua.
Yangu ni roho, mimi upenda roho.
Okay. Wangari